Yo, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another video. I know it's been a while, but we're back. Life happened. I don't want to get too much into detail because it's a lot, but we are back and we got a how-to everyday carry in summer, and we'll also be doing a review on 3 products today. So this will be a 2-part video, so you'll get how to everyday carry in summer and then the review for these products. Some of you might know what this is, some of you might not. So hopefully for the ones that don't know what it is and you want to everyday carry during the summer in shorts, hopefully these would be some good options for yourself. I do want to mention these 3 products. I bought them with my money. They were not sent out, so I'm not getting paid to say anything. This is all my honest review, and I'm not going to be holding back. Now, all 3 products, they're great. I really have nothing bad to say, but let's get into it. All right, so before we do get into the video, I do want to mention nothing in the chamber, no mag, nothing in the chamber, no mag. So we are clear. So we'll start from how I purchased in order. So I bought, the first thing I bought was something called Leisure Carry. Okay, that's the first one. Then I bought Concealment Labs, and then I bought a 945 Industries bag. So let's start off with the left one. This one is going to be the Leisure Carry. This is a leather belt. This is a leather belt, okay, and it has ulti clips on each side. Now this comes in 2 options. It comes in a standard, which this is the standard option, which is 11.5 inches, so 11 and a half. This is the standard, or you can opt for the 14 inches or the XL. So the XL being 14 inches. At the time when I purchased this one, there was not an XL option, but if you want to go with something a little bit bigger, I can carry a single holster with a side mag, or a dual holster, the one like a tier 1 holster that has the holster for the gun and the mag. They both fit just fine, no issues. If you want a little bit something that's a little bit longer, I'd probably recommend that XL. But let's try it on so you can see how this works. Okay, so let's try it on. So the first thing you need to do is tighten your drawstrings, not too tight, not too loose, just snug. Open your ulti clips. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this without flashing you guys. Put it behind the shorts. Now you want to make sure you get underneath the shorts and then past the drawstrings on both sides. Push down the ulti clips, you'll hear a click. I don't know if you heard that, but that's it, you're done. Okay. Since it is summer, I tend to grab the 43X since it's a lot slimmer. Let's go ahead and do that now. Again, she's clear. Let's do a tier 1 Axis Elite holster. So you got the holster for the gun and then a mag caddy. If you do it too tight, you won't be able to slip the holster behind. So you want to make sure it's not too tight, not too loose. And there you go, we're done. Now obviously this oversized t-shirt does help conceal a lot more, but if you were to have a tighter shirt, I mean, I'm pretty sure it won't be that tight either, skin tight, but as you can see, does not print. If you were to jump up and down, holds it still. Drawing does not come out. As far as the holster coming out, doesn't come out. Holster, reholster, no problem. Even with my antimatter wing, no problem. As you can see, it does not snag or get stuck. That's with the tier 1. Some of you might have this one, maybe not. So let's change it up. Let's do a holster that you might have. This is from Hellhound Arms. Highly recommend them. Maybe you have a similar style holster like this. Same thing. put it behind. I like to put the clips in front of the shorts. Some people recommend, or they don't recommend, but they say to put it behind. It's personal preference at the end of the day. There you go. As you can see, not coming out, it's not jiggling around. Holster, holstering, you know, drawing, reholstering, not a problem. Okay, maybe you don't have a slim line, maybe you have a compact. Clear. Let's do tier 1, same thing. Holster for the gun, mag caddy. This one's gonna be a little bit tighter, but put it over. As you can see, just fine. Not coming out. Drawing, reholstering, no problem. Does not come out. Okay, again, maybe you might not have a tier 1. Maybe you have a standard holster. Again, Hellhound Arms. Okay. As you can see, no issues. Super easy, super fast. So if I hold it up, it doesn't come out. So that's the leisure carry. Highly recommend it since it is leather. It won't, you'll get a little bit of sweat, but I mean, it's leather, nothing's gonna happen to it. I've had this one for about a year now. You can see some scuffs here and there. I do tend to oil the sides up a little bit, just so I can open it a little bit easier. When you get it, it'll probably be really hard to open and close. So, but with time, they'll loosen up, so just add a little bit of oil. That's what I recommend at least, but you don't have to. But that's the leisure carry, super easy. The second one that I bought was the Concealment Labs. So it's sort of the same thing. The only difference now is you have a belt, and this is almost like a seat belt material. So it's the same thing that's in the cars. This is that same material. The way you put this one on is sort of the same. I'll put it on over the shorts, and then I'll just tuck it in, but just pretend I'm trying to tuck it in. Shorts halfway down. So what you do is, it has a tab here that slides up and down. You want to push that up, feed the tag end through, pull it, grab the tag end again, pull that tab down and feed that tag end, and then cinch it. So you want to make sure that same thing, get it on there pretty tight. The good thing about this one is you don't need your drawstrings, so you can take that off or loosen that up, and then again, just enough, not too tight. Let me try to fix this so I don't flash y'all. So again, not too tight. So now what you do is you grab the tag end, follow your waistline, and then you want to grab your shorts and then stack it. Put your shorts on top. Okay, now you have it stacked. So you put your shorts on top of that, and that's how that holds that tag end. Okay, same thing, same concept. Let's grab 43X tier 1. Goes behind the shorts. I like to put, again, the clips over the shorts. You can do it under. It'll be personal preference. Okay, so again, oversized shirt, so it does conceal pretty well, as you can see. This one's a lot snugger. It's a lot more pushed up against me because I did tighten it a lot. Now to adjust this one, you just grab that slack right here, that tag in, and then just grab right here and then pull that way away from you, and that will loosen it. If you want to tighten it, just grab the tag in and pull behind you, and that will tighten it back down. So after you're done eating, whatever the case is, too tight, just loosen it up. If you're running around and it starts to lose tension, which I haven't had an issue of it losing tension throughout the day, just grab that. If it does though, you just pull it and you're done. Super simple. That's with the 43. Let's do do the MR920P single holster. The only thing that I will say is it tends to come down due to the clips, but all you have to do is just pick it back up. There you go. MR920P, which is a compact. Ain't going nowhere. Okay. Super easy. Again, super simple, super easy. Next up is going to be the 945 Industries bag. So I recently just purchased this for Father's Day. I love it. I've actually been picking this up more, even though it is a fanny pack. Some of you are gonna be like, oh, I can't do that, or oh, that screams I'm carrying. But hey, to each their own. Really great quality. You got a front zipper, big storage in there. You can put your phone. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. As you can see, fits in there no problem. You can still put more stuff in there. Okay. It has the main compartment, so that's the front. Then you got the main with a quick access tab. Pull that down and you draw your gun. And then there is a back pouch. So this is the back pouch. I currently have an extra mag in there for my 43. But this is how you do it. It's a buckle here, super easy. So depending on what hand you draw with, I'm right-handed, so I put my left hand through. My left hand pulls the quick tab while my right hand is getting ready to draw. So let me show you or demonstrate that now. Again, clear, nothing in the chamber. Okay, so this is what it would look like. So obviously you would open your 945 bag. Now the only bad thing about this setup is it will run you a little bit more money, because you do have to get their holsters, since it is a Velcro style. So it's a Velcro style holster there. So you put your gun, okay, just like that. So again, there's one on each side depending on what hand you draw with. Since I'm right-handed, I keep the right one out, bring it up nice and snug there. Okay, let's say you're walking around. Perfect for the if you're at the park or just walking around. It's not on you, it's off body. You feel more comfortable. There's not a lot of sweat going down this way, or you know, just feels a little bit more comfortable. That's why I've been picking this one up a lot more. But how it works, grab it, draw, and point. Now as you can see, you can opt for this option here. It's an extra mag holder, and there's another Velcro right here, so you just stick it on there. But it's all Velcro. Very, very good holsters, amazing quality, with a back strap Velcro here. Just put it on here. You can cant it whichever way you want, since it is Velcro. I tend to do a kind of a downward, or I guess you can call that upwards, depending on how you face the bag, just because I did notice that when I went to draw, I have an optic. Sometimes this would get stuck and it would hit the optic, so you want to make sure you test it before you run it. So here, as you can see, no issues. And this is the 945. So again, not a bad, not like it is going to set you back more money. I do have pricing for each one, but pricing will vary, especially for this one, because you do have to get your own holster for it, for your specific gun. You can't, I mean, you could use existing holsters. They do have an option for an adapter. It's a Velcro with, it's like a little band, and then you can put your holster in, but it just depends on your holster. I don't know, you know, obviously a tier 1 won't fit in here, so depending on your holster. So best scenario is to just order with the holster option, spec it out to your gun, and you're good to go. I have one for the 43X and then for the MR920P. Okay, let's talk about pros and cons for each one. For the leisure carry, the only bad thing that I have to say about the leisure carry is, and it's not a product It's not the product's fault. It all comes down to your shorts. These shorts here are more of a shoelace style drawstring. Over time, they will dig into your hip, which will cause some discomfort over time. So if you're wearing it for a whole day, or you know, for more than a couple of hours, you will feel it depending on the drawstring. Usually I find this one pretty comfortable with the thicker style or the bigger style drawstrings, but that is my only complaint, is depending on your shorts. So it's not even a product negative, it's just more on what you're wearing that day. So that's one thing that I found that I didn't like. But again, it doesn't have to do with the product, it has to do with your shorts. For the Concealment Labs, this is still pretty new for me. I just recently ordered about 2 months ago, so it's still, I'm still, you know, using it. The only thing I will say is maybe like throughout the whole day you're getting sweat back here, so you got to be careful of that. You know, I guess clean it, make sure you're not getting anything on it. Other than that, I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm still gonna keep running it. I tend to pick this one up more over this one, just because sometimes I go to the gym a lot, so most of my shorts are the thinner style, shoelace style, so I tend to grab this one more. And then I just recently bought this one. So far I've been grabbing this one for the past, I want to say 2 weeks now. I've been grabbing this more, even though, like I did mention, this is gonna set you back a little bit more money, but I think it's worth it. And I do have, I'll link everything down below, but I'll give a general pricing. Again, pricing might will vary depending on what you're getting. So starting out with leisure carry, it's $69.99, and that's for the standard. Okay, and they have more options now. They have Go Commando pads, so I guess that's gonna be like on the side, a little padding for the side. But and then they have that XL. It looks like, yeah, they're both the same price, so I guess there's no price difference between the two. But that's the leisure carry. You can find them at leisurecarry.com. Next one is going to be Concealment Labs, which is this one here. Select color, I did black, and then select size, I did 24-44, and then that will set you at $89, and that's at concealmentlabs.com. Next one is going to be the 945 Industries. Again, this one's going to set you back a little bit more money. This is the large, I believe. Yeah, I have the large for the full size. So you just go on here, choose your weapon brand, choose the firearm model, left or right, holster color, add mag holder. I opted for the mag holder. I do have the pouch, I do have the strap extender. The only thing I didn't get was the shoulder padding. But once all said and done, I believe, let's see, let's do this real quick. Let's do shadow systems, let's do Streamlight. Where is it at? I'll go ahead and let's do this one, right hand, and there you go. Quantity 1. Where's the pricing? Because add to cart. If you were to do, choose a color in black. Okay, add mag. Well, I guess let's say you don't need or want all that. Add to cart. Oh, yes, add to cart. Okay, view cart. So you are looking at $149 right now. They're having an independent sale. It looks like it knocks off $22, so go ahead and check that out, bringing my total to $127. So as you can see, there is a price difference, but all three are very great options. You can't go wrong with either of one. If you just want something super fast and simple, the leisure carry, it's probably the fastest one and easiest one to put on. But just remember, depends on your shorts. If not, you can go for Concealment Labs, or if you want to do off body, the 945. Definitely check them out.